It's the all-new Power Mornings with Letty and Teddy
Let's
on
get
Power
it.
106. And we got Romona Park legend, Vince Staples in the house. Vince, hello.
How y'all feeling, man?
Good. How are you feeling,
Nah,
bro?
You could have kept the intro going. You know what I'm saying?
man, that's
Legend, DJ,
Yeah.
fucking Jabberwocky.
Hey, I would have been cold.
You would have been cold.
If I'd have got the practice in, I ain't never really danced, but I feel like if I'd applied myself, like second, third grade, I'd have been cold.
Look, Romona Park broke my heart. When you were teasing for this album, you were just tweeting hearts that are broken. I didn't know. Everyone was, and I'm following you like, did something happen? Because you know people do that right away. Yes.
Yeah, man. Look,
you did
man,
that on purpose.
Nah, I was just promoting the album, but that's the thing. We got to stop going to the internet when people die because they can't see it. You know what I mean?
Facts.
But it's like, oh man, I thought somebody died. It's like, man, like on the Twitter. Like,
But low key, that's where you find out. Just like when
Right.
people die or earthquakes, you got to go to Twitter to
for sure.
validate.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't never felt an earthquake.
Shut up.
You
I
sleep
promise
through
you.
it.
I ain't never felt an earthquake in my life, and I'm jealous, bro.
You born in what year? What year were you born in?
93, bro.
Oh, yeah, you were one when the Northridge one hit.
But it's the thing.
No.
I done been in the house, and the homie be like, "Oh man, you felt the earthquake," and I'm like, "Nah, what happened?" I've been missing out my whole life.
You know,
Why do you think that is? Are you just jumping all the time that
probably
you miss it?
They said it's because my equilibrium off, but you can't believe what people say. Ain't
Facts.
nobody go to school
They
for
say
that.
everything.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I'm it's probably like I done been in a car once,
For real?
and then I get on my phone, and they're like, "Oh, that earthquake was crazy," and I really want an earthquake bad, bro.
so you really do? You feel like you're missing out?
Dang.
Look, man, remember when you were a kid and you made the little earthquake kit in class?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mine
And
was
take it to
cold.
school.
What was it? What did it
Mine was
consist of?
cold. Look, man, I got in trouble for this. You had to not the top ramen, but the one that's in the bag. Is
Yeah,
that
the
the top
Maruchan.
ramen?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Boom, you had
I'm
that
envisioning
one.
it.
You had some hot Cheetos. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? I had the flat fruit roll up from the. It's not a fruit roll up, but it's the fruit roll up.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, from Food for Less.
Yes.
Had one of them. Yeah,
Has like
I
an
was
apple
going-
on it.
Yeah, grandma cookies.
Ooh.
Right. How'd you get in
Stop
trouble
it.
for that? That was amazing. You could survive off that.
Well, I went
Easy.
to a private school in Compton, so they was mean.
Oh.
Yeah, I went to Optimal Christian Academy. It was $300 a month. The bathrooms
Dang.
ain't working. We fought all day.
Yeah.
It wasn't when my mom said I was going to private school. I thought it was going to be like TV,
Right.
Yeah.
and it was worse than
Bro,
public.
Like some
You're-
Fresh Prince stuff. Like, oh my God, I'm going to have
promise
that.
you, I thought it was Fresh Prince, and I went in there, and they was like, "Hey, bro, you from Long Beach? F Long Beach."
Damn.
I'm like, "Whoa, this is the 4th grade." I'm like, "Oh, y'all tough already?" Like,
Bro, that's hilarious. Bro. I went to St. Cecilia out there at 42nd and Normandy.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone thinks it's sweet because I'm a private school
Yeah,
kid.
private school. All
Hell
boys
no.
school.
it's worse than public, bro.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Public school was fun. We had field trips. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You got
Yeah.
the little science building. Private school was like jail, man. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Damn.
The Archdiocese ain't trying to give you nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's a cold place.
But so your earthquake kit, you just had it all year long. You get to eat it at the end of it. Because I
No.
remember doing that.
No.
They just threw it away?
No. That you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it was
that's
different.
mean.
We had to fake water and stuff, you know what I mean? I went to like 3 or 4 elementary schools, like in like first, second, third. Like I like to tour, you know, I like to travel the world.
yeah.
But by the time I went to 4th through 8th grade, I was in that private school, we didn't have nothing going on.
Nothing?
We had a book fair
Damn.
once a year, and we had
That's cold, man.
We had an In-N-Out truck once a year.
Hey,
At
you
least you got
popping
that.
out there.
At
We
least you
didn't have
got
no
that.
In-N-Out truck.
Nah, because In-N-Out by the house, so like don't bring me something that's by the house and then charge me triple.
Give you
Got
something
got you.
different.
Yeah.
You ever had a chalupa? We had chalupas in the
Stop it,
LAUSD.
man. Stop. You know I had a chalupa. Stop
Hey,
it.
what kind of student were you, bro?
I got good grades.
All the way through high
I
school?
never got bad grades in my life.
Yeah.
I ain't never got an F, a D,
But
a C.
what were the comments?
Well, I did get an F though in my first period class at Mayfair because she was hating on me.
Okay.
Yeah, that
It's
put
her
my
fault.
life on a downward trajectory.
It was her
Yeah.
fault.
It was her fault.
Yeah, well, no, this thing. She's like, you have to be in your seat with your book out by the time the bell ring. It's like, man, you know how far I live? I gotta walk or take the bus. Like it ain't happening. She was hating on me though. I forgot her name, but whoever you are, you know, I hate you.
Yeah, she made her own rules up. That shit ain't fair.
Yeah, shout out Miss Brown though and Mr. What's his name? Mr. O'Brien,
Mm-hmm.
the earth science teacher, rest in peace. He used to let you get down in class and just sit down and talk to you. So shout out Mr.
Dang.
O'Brien. But the first period lady, her, Miss Bachman, and the one with the dreads. I hate y'all.
Damn.
Damn. It was just Teachers Appreciation Week, but just fuck those ones, right?
I had some good teachers.
Yeah.
I done been to 6 high schools.
Damn.
So I done had a
you
lot.
did tour.
Well, yeah, like 2. I did 3 in 9th grade, 3 in 10th grade.
Damn. You say you were a
Was it
good
fighting?
student and you
I had
get-
great
you-
grades, but that's sometimes when
Yeah.
your grades is I done had nothing to do.
Facts.
Yeah, so we
What
just
did the
hanging out.
comments say? It was like, does great in class, but
Oh yeah, talk to him, but I didn't really talk in class though.
Oh, okay.
It's just I'm gonna say something.
Yeah,
like,
I'm very confused. So he was a good student.
Yeah, confusion.
But then he had too much time. But he didn't talk in classroom.
I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. So like I said, Optimum Christian Academy.
Right.
It's not I went to Our Lady Victory in like first grade in Compton. So like I'm at the Catholic school it's a little different. Like in Compton, you already know the Catholic schools is Mexican schools.
Right.
Yeah. Mexican people is patient. The teachers was nice. They wasn't really trying to beat you. We was having fun. I get to Optimal, it was like being in jail. So boom. We in class one day, and I just want to know, like, hey man, like, who took Jesus' body? Like, no, think about it though. Think about it. And I got in trouble. I was like, look, if Jesus said he coming back and he ain't come back yet, what if somebody stole Jesus? The kids start laughing. I'm serious. I really want to know. It's like the fourth grade. Fifth grade. Bro, I got in so much trouble.
Damn. You ask questions.
I just want to know who took Jesus' body. Like, the Bible's scary, man.
Bible's super scary. We already know that.
The Bible's scary.
You know, they say the Bible, we look at the Bible as a book. The Bible's a library. It's a bunch of different books. Hence, Book of John, Book of But we got to look at it like that. We can't think like it's straightforward and going to tell us everything. But that's a whole nother conversation for another time.
Yeah.
This album is amazing.
It's fucking fire.
I know you're hearing that a lot. And sometimes I know for you, it's like I made it. It's a part of me. But I'm seeing conversations about this album, Vince, that I haven't for a West Coast album in a long time. I think I was watching B-Dot. He was on live earlier today, and he's like, dude, I love Vince Staples' album. I think it's album of the year. And B-Dot's hard on West Coasters. Like, we never make it to the list.
Boy.
And he's like, you know who told me about the album? Jay-Z. Jay-Z told me to listen to it, and then that's why I listened to it, and I think it's album of the year. So these are like the type of reviews you're getting.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Just working hard, trying to figure it out. The thing about music is that it's really subjective.
Facts.
So I don't get too hung up on, that kind of stuff. Because if you do, if you love it, if you happy when they love it, you got to feel some type of way when they hate it.
Don't.
But I just know, we worked hard on everybody involved, did a real good job, and that mean a lot to me.
Yeah. Are you not good with compliments?
It's not that I'm not good. It's just like I appreciate them, but it's like...
Right.
Well, at the end of the day, you gotta know it's two sides to the coin. You know what I mean?
True.
Facts.
But I mean, Letty just said Jay-Z was like talking about your album. Like, to me, I would be like, fuck.
Nah, but I appreciate that and all of that. But I look at it like this: like, all right, if one day Jay-Z not gonna like something. You get what I'm saying?
Damn, you do ask a lot of questions.
What if he don't like the next album? Do that mean that we didn't put our best foot forward? It's not always supposed to be perfect. You're supposed to make mistakes. Things aren't always gonna be perfect. But I try to focus more on like the work of it. Like if you did your best with it, then that's all you can ever ask for. Okay. You know what I mean? And then just go to the next one.
You've read the 4 agreements, huh?
Nah.
Wow, whatever you're preaching right now is in the 4 agreements. Like one of the agreements is don't take things personally, and it's kind of like whether they say you're beautiful or they say you're ugly, don't take either of them personally, because once you even accept one, you're gonna have to accept the other. Then the other one is always do your best, which is essentially what you're saying. As long as I do my best, as long as I do it. You didn't know you were a walking book.
Hey, look, man. I don't look, man. People be asking me if I read these books. I'm not the biggest reader.
Damn.
But you know what I mean. I appreciate it. Sometimes, yeah.
I like that.
My dog. You do take yourself serious, but I've seen you like kind of dismiss things like whatever. But I was on the radio here on weekends when you had the Big Fish Theory, right? Mm-hmm. And I remember like just really riding for you. A lot of DJs on the weekends, we were just trying to play your shit, right? Because we just fuck with you. And to see now where you're coming, and now I'm doing mornings and we're playing your song every morning.
Fire.
Like to see where we were fighting for your music, and to see now like it's in rotation, bro. How have you grown? Or what did you do in order for you to get to that point? Because you definitely has grown as an artist. So what's the difference between that Vince and this Vince?
Well, I think it's just time. You know what I mean? Like I didn't really grow up making music like that. Like everything you heard is what I had. I didn't have no, we didn't have a surplus of beats. I don't know a gang of people in music and a gang of people working with me, stuff like that. And not for no specific reason. It's just I was new. Yeah. So it's like just kind of learning, taking time with it. Trial and error and knowing where you mess up. This is the thing, man. You could, like I said earlier, you got to just know if you put your best foot forward and learn from your mistakes. Like I don't get too emotionally invested in none of it because I feel like for everybody's entitled to their opinion, and certain things work in certain places. Like this is a business at the end of the day. So if we really here to try to operate in this business, you got to know what works. Like we know what, say, quote unquote, a radio song sounds like, and we know
the formula.
Like certain things. So you cannot have those things, those elements, and then expect that. Now sometimes it don't work, sometimes it do. It just depends on what you want. But I think it just was like a lot of hard work and listening and seeing what works and what doesn't. Because it's funny, like a lot of people to this day, like Big Fish, that's like my highest selling album. That's the one that everybody liked the most as far as like critical reception, stuff like that. Yeah. But it don't mean much where I come from. So it's like, because it's not in the vein of how we grew up. You know what I mean? That was me.
Experiment?
It's not even that, because music is experiment. Because I don't know nothing about music, bro. I can't name you 5 albums from nobody, to be 100% honest. Like, and I don't know why. It just wasn't something I was into when I was a kid that much. Music was different in access, like iPods, yada yada. It was harder. But when I was younger, it wasn't my thing. So now it's more so like I'm just kind of throwing stuff at the wind, but I was doing a lot of festivals, touring, things of that nature. Yeah. But I didn't really have no goal with music. I feel like after, like later down the line, I kind of found what I wanted to speak about and what was like important to me as a person, and it helped.
Why choose music as the vehicle to get your message out, and to like, if you're not a music guy, like why choose music?
Because I was in the studio one of my homies was in the studio with Sid and Tyler, and they said they was gonna do a show and they was gonna get $500. And I was like, oh yeah, I can do that.
I could do that for 500. Yeah.
And I was like, with 500, I can go to Arizona and I can be.
Yeah. You know, it is an opportunity.
I'm telling you the truth. And I think I stopped going to school when I was in 10th grade, so I'm turning 16. They are older than me. I ain't going to school. Everybody else going to school. I'm like, all right, I got to figure something out. Yeah. And I was like, I was a different kind of person when I was younger. So I'm sitting there assessing the situation, like, all right, how am I, when you younger, you try everything is you trying to get over.
Right.
So I was literally just trying to get over for a long, long time, and music gave me enough access and space to kind of think and learn about life and kind of mature. So it just helped me out. But at first I was like, nah, man, I was like, let me try to figure out if I can get some money, because I wasn't really connected like that.
Right. Yeah. And you did. Look, shout out to Tyler. I saw you at crypto.com arena. And you really made that even your performance, you had us all. Like, and it was a cool ass platform too. Whatever you were on, that thing, a little blue, it was freaking fire. There was smoke and everything, but you killed it. And
thank you.
I would like to ask you, Vince Staples, how you feel that they took off your last name from the Staples Center. Are you happy about it?
It's a weird thing to like drive past,
right?
Or like even see, because it's been that way my whole life.
Whole time.
I understand it though. Staples, who going into Staples anymore? We don't even use paper and pens and stuff like that no more. So I get it, but my personal opinion is you don't like Kobe don't die and then you don't name the arena after Kobe.
Facts.
That's the weird thing to me.
Yeah, and that's a lot coming from you, Vince.
Yeah. Kobe get on my damn nerves.
Yep.
Like
I remember the whole thing. It was the Kobe camp. Kobe did not acknowledge or come through the camp.
I'm on Kobe, man. I'm on Kobe. It's funny because I love I stay kind of where he stay at, and I've seen him a couple of times. Like really, really cool dude. Always by himself, always with his kids. Like But it's funny though. Like that was the weirdest thing in the world to me.
Yeah.
I still don't get it, and it could have been the Kobe Bryant, whatever.
Right.
Sponsored by, but I just don't get not naming it after Kobe.
Oh
yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Though.
It's kind of like how they're doing with Dodger Stadium. It's still Dodger Stadium, but the field is presented by so-and-so. So you're saying it should have been the Kobe Center presented by Crypto.com
That would have been fire.
Exactly.
Where were you 2 years ago when this shit was getting made, bro?
Man. They didn't call me. They should have called me. You would have got it right. If the Clippers were smart, they would name their arena after Kobe.
Well,
and
clearly,
then try to take some fans.
Shut up.
I'm just saying, if they were smart, they would do that.
No, that's not smart.
No, if they were smart, they would move away, okay?
And go where?
San Diego.
Go somewhere else.
They're not going nowhere. There's too many people in L.A.
Nah, we good.
You know how many people's in L.A., bro?
I don't know the numbers.
Bro, it's like 7
But they're all
people
Laker fans except you.
Nah, I ain't got no problem with the Lakers. Like, this is the thing. This my problem with y'all. We all too grown in here.
Right.
Y'all not gonna sit here and act like everybody hated the Clippers when we was kids. That's not real. That didn't happen until Chris Paul came. Everybody used to like the Clippers. Bro, everybody used to like the Clippers.
No one had any feeling towards the
Clippers,
Clippers, which is worse.
Bro. That's not true, because everybody's wearing them headbands like Darius Miles.
That was
and Lamar
literally
Odom.
2 years, bro.
It don't matter. It happened.
The tickets were free. The tickets were free.
So why you acting like you don't know what I'm talking about? So why you try to act like you don't know what I'm talking about? You know what happened?
Right.
Oh, because we went there on a field trip, big dog.
You was doing
that.
You was doing that. Yeah, you was doing that.
Look, you know what?
Their community work is really good. Shout out to the Clippers for that, because they made sure to be like, look, we gonna be everywhere. We're gonna like appeal to the people that the Lakers are, because clearly Laker is appealing toward just like, even just when they say about the audience, it's more like no one wears the jersey. Everyone thinks they're too cool.
Yeah, Hollywood. Yeah,
where Clippers is like, no, we going to the hoods. We're gonna fix a playground or two, and you're gonna be fans.
But the problem with the Clippers was that they tried to instigate that Laker beef, and they shouldn't have done that, because they didn't have to do that. That was kind of extra. I didn't really like that. Didn't make no sense.
She just gave a compliment to the Clippers. She did.
Yeah,
Laker fan. Die hard. Now you got to give a compliment to the Lakers, bro.
I like the Lakers.
It's called growth. Get one compliment.
I always talk good about the Lakers. Y'all just like to look at the bad stuff.
Where's your jersey at?
I ain't never said nothing, but I had hella Laker jerseys when I was a kid.
Let's go.
I'm black and I'm from LA. Like, what are you talking about? I know you had a Laker jersey too.
I did. It was from Santee Alley though. It was not authentic.
For one, having a real jersey, that's a new thing. Nobody was thinking about that when we was kids, man.
We had the fat size, you know what I'm saying?
Man, come on. You had the champions, the Reeboks, the Nikes. They probably, everybody had a jersey.
Say that.
The Walmart, remember Walmart had the jersey?
Yes, I remember.
They still got them.
Target had some Dodger ones.
What you know about Fias Paredes?
Stop it.
Let's go.
Fias had the jerseys. Factory to You had the jerseys.
I love this
You want to know how
everywhere.
he's a real LA motherfucker, bro?
What?
He shouted out Food for Less, right? That's LA shit. And then you said Factory to You, dog.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I'll give you $100 right now. What was it called before Factory to You?
Damn.
$100 right now.
No. I know.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Come on, big.
Stop it.
What's it called? No, that was Big Lots. I was thinking
I like
Pick and
Big Lots.
Save.
Pick and
Save.
Yeah.
That was Big Lots?
Yeah.
Nah, that was Factory to You. It was Pick and Save.
What was Big Lots?
Big
That's
Lots,
the only
Pick
thing-
and
that's the only
Save.
shit. Huh?
It was both.
It's both?
You're right.
Oh,
I'm
so
both.
they both.
Get your $100, bro. Get your
I got you.
$100.
I'll tell you.
No,
I'll
because
tell
he
you. I'll tell you.
lies. He
No,
owes
no,
us
we
like
don't.
1,000.
Hey, don't do
That
that.
ain't got nothing to do with y'all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's me.
He's
It's
gonna pay you.
Teddy, don't do that.
Oh,
Don't do that.
Hey, you know what? Real talk though. Listen, Vince Staples here.
Yes.
Ramona Park broke my heart. The album, go stream that, go crazy.
Yeah.
We gotta talk beef, bro. Real shit. We gotta talk beef, man. And this is different than rap beef. This is real beef. You and Wendy Bird from the Ozark, dog.
Look, bro. Look,
I
What?
hate her.
You're just catching up,
I
right?
knew you was gonna go there. I'm ready. Look,
I
Okay.
hate her.
I'm on episode 4.
Okay,
first season.
spoiler alert,
First season.
spoiler alert, right?
No. He just started.
I know,
oh,
but
yeah,
just in
yeah,
case
yeah.
you're listening.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Man,
We gonna
get
talk
off of
about
here,
Ozark.
man. Mind your business.
Yeah. grown people talking.
Look, so I seen a little bit of like the season before, just like because my homie was watching it,
Yeah, okay.
and I walked in his house and I was like, "Why you got these white people on TV?"
Facts.
And he like, "Oh, you don't know?" He's like, "Oh, this real. It get wicked." I'm like, "What you talking about?" So I seen a little bit when he was working with the lady who just had the baby type.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're
So
talking
I
about.
seen some of that, and she was being weird then.
Yeah, the
I'm thinking,
FBI
all right.
agent.
I'm like, oh man, something must have happened to his wife for her to be acting as janky, mad about her brother or whatever it is,
Yeah.
what it is.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna see. I already kind of knew a little bit of that.
Right.
So when I go to season 1 and I see the first episode, she on bunk.
Bro.
Yeah.
The first one. For one, she had the Armenian in the tracksuit
Yeah.
on the side.
Hilarious.
That's not cool.
It's not cool.
For
happens.
2, the fact Marty had been in the streets, like I don't feel as bad for him no more. He should know better.
Yeah.
Cause he was getting money in episode 1.
He was.
But with her, it's like, all right, for sure. He shouldn't have told her how he was getting the money. I got a problem with Marty. Like, I don't know how it's gonna end, but Marty gonna snitch.
You're gonna hate him.
He gonna snitch,
You're
bro.
gonna hate him, but not as much as you hate Wendy. Like it's gonna get worse.
It
big
just,
dog.
yeah.
Oh, at episode 4, I'm kind of off Wendy a little bit because
Yeah.
I don't like neither one of them.
But
You
you know
get
what's
what I'm
wild?
saying?
I don't think Ruth has came in episode 4. Ruth Langmore, the hillbilly chick.
You don't know.
No,
Chick
but
from
I
the
know
trailer
I know about her
park.
though.
She's fire
I know
as
about her
fuck.
from when I was
She's
watching
the
my
real
homie
G.
house.
You're
this
gonna
one-
fall in love
The
with her.
last episode I seen was her and the dude that had the rifle, and then they go to the fields and like, oh, it's
Yeah.
gonna rain tomorrow, and they showed all the dope. I'm like, okay,
You're
she's gonna start
crazy.
getting it in.
Yeah.
But my problem was like, Marty, bro, like, you 2 episodes in and you already telling on Boyfriend of Cartel. For one, Boyfriend of Cartel looked out for you. Don't tell nobody to Google the homie that's on
Let's
the run.
Go.
Like,
Let's go. Say that.
I'm not messing with them, man. Shout out my Boyfriend of Cartel.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
he's a very reasonable man. You know,
Facts.
he gave Marty that money and
business.
he let him keep the van.
Yeah.
I love
People
how
don't
we
give gifts like that.
Right. I just love how like we have finished it and we've had like crazy like debates and
Yeah.
arguments, and now you're like episode 1. You look at you, man. You a baby.
And
into
what's
this
crazy
shit.
about Ozark is it's really boring until it's not. Like initially it's like, all right, what am I really watching? Like, and then just I never liked it because it was so dim
Yeah.
the whole time. It makes you really like pay attention.
Yeah.
But it gets so much better. And once you're invested, it's full on.
Well, this is my thing. Like I'm trying to like get into like TV and stuff, so I kind of be looking more into it.
Yes.
And it's like I was stuck from the first episode because I'm like, all right, he lying, and I
can
didn't know
see
what
it.
he was lying about.
Right.
And then when he in the office and he watching the little thing,
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, he's a weirdo. Cool.
Facts.
But then when I figure out it's his wife and then he watching the thing while she watching Jeopardy, I'm like, I don't trust neither one of these people because it's a lot of details in that show. Like it's
Yeah.
really put together well.
Look, no one knows what the freak we're talking about because the thing and the Marty. But I will ask you this: how did you feel about when that rumor circulated that you were gonna be in the next Friday?
That was annoying.
That was annoying, or were you like, damn, no one told me I was about to be in
This
this?
the reason it's annoying because we believe anything on the internet. That don't even make no sense.
It does.
No, it
What do you
don't.
mean, you and Friday?
No, I'm talking about me and Drewski and Friday.
Yeah.
How does that make sense?
It could. It might.
He from Atlanta. He sound like he from Atlanta.
It's like the cousin that comes through. Like, come on.
Look, man, and they said a remake. Like, I know Chris Tucker from Atlanta originally, but we didn't know that. Like, he wasn't solidified. Drewski is fully solidified.
Right.
Like, that don't make no sense. Like, Drewski wouldn't. He don't have to do that. He can do the Drewski movie.
You make sense.
Kind of, but not really. Who I'm gonna play
in the remake? I'm not even gonna do that.
Hold on. You can play so many people. You're so versatile.
No. Think about it. If it's me and Drewski, who gonna be Craig?
Nah.
That's what I'm saying. He not Craig and I'm not Craig. They gonna have two Smokies. That don't make no sense. Like,
that's true.
So it was annoying to you.
We believe anything we see on the internet,
I wanted to
man.
believe it. I really think you're an amazing actor. I think you're just an amazing personality.
Ice Cube came out and said it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, he said dead this right now.
But it's cool. He don't want to play 1-on-1.
In
the big three. Yeah, he don't want to play 1-on-1 at halftime.
Who would be part of your team in the big three?
It's just me and Ice Cube 1-on-1.
You just 1-on-1.
Yeah, because he can't bring his son. They pretty big.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, both of them. They gonna double team somebody. We gonna lose.
Yeah.
But me and him 1-on-1. He kind of older. I get him.
Look, I'm gonna get a little serious now, because we've been listening to the album, and when Sparks Fly plays, it's an incredible record. What you did with that sonically is amazing, but just the play on, like, the spark of a gun, like the spark of just things that happen on, and the theme, of course, is that Romona Park broke your heart. So you've dealt with a lot of this, right? You do great at making light of it, but it's still within you and something in your experience of life. When you made this song, do you have to tap into a certain part of Vince to get into a song like this?
Nah, I did that song like 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
That's wild.
Really? Yes.
It's like a free write for you?
I mean, I heard the beat. I ain't never had to really think about music, to be honest. Like Magic, that's a freestyle. Yeah. It's like an 11-minute song.
Yeah. That
they just chopped up. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I mean, like I said, getting better at stuff as you get older. But no, that's easy, man. I think music is the easy part. The hard part is context. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? And I don't be going around telling people it nothing mean or nothing like that. So it's like, because music is open for interpretation, obviously. Yeah. But nah, man, it's just, just try to figure out kind of what your messaging is,
right,
and the subtleties of the messaging that you want, right, and then live with it. Because
we talk about loss and grief a lot, right? And hip hop is definitely a way to express it. But I feel like you did it in a way that it's not. I hadn't heard it in that way before. Like, you're really just talking about, like, I'm sitting outside your house. I'm waiting for you. Like, I wish I could. I wish things didn't happen. I'll probably never see you again.
Well, want to put money in your books. Like, my thing is, I don't believe in, like, because it's kids, you know what I mean? So I don't believe in just playing up either side of it.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't gonna act like I'm super sad all the time, and I'm not gonna act like I'm super turned up all the time. That's just not realistic. I'm too old for that. Like, I need a nap sometimes, so I can't be doing all that. So with me, it's like just making sure the music is wherever reality is for me. Is kind of how I can kind of live with that, and it kind of helps you create these unique pockets, because you're going to feel different every day. I can say something on song 1 and I can contradict it on song 5, and that should be okay, because it's just how, life goes. So I just try to make sure it's as close to reality as possible.
Wow. Man. Now, I definitely want to commend you, like Letty said, man. When Sparks Fly, that shit I had to play back a couple times over and over. And I know you said it came in a quick process, but honestly, like, brilliant work.
It's all good, but I appreciate that. And when I say it comes in a quick process, it's not about that. It's just like, whatever is the truth for you is good enough. When you start to overthink things, I used to do it all the time. You try to think too deeply and try to make stuff too far removed and just not be honest with yourself. That's when it takes forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you think about what music is, it's just supposed to feel like, kind of, I guess, genuine. That's why people like stuff. Nobody likes music that they don't believe at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So just staying as true to yourself as possible, I think, is how you come up with stuff like that. And, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't.
I think that's why we fuck with you so much, because, like, you're somebody that we can relate to. Like, I feel like when you talk about your music and, like, your upbringing, you like whether you reference streets or whatever, like, I grew up in that same area. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had people that had the same upbringing. I think that's why we relate to you. And I think that's why you stick out so much. Like, as far as, like, your core fans that fuck with you, especially here in L.A., right, and in Long Beach, like, it's because of that. Because we believe what you're saying.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, like, it's not, I think one thing you learn as you get older is, like, it's not just you. When you're younger and you don't know how to deal with certain stuff, you feel like whatever you're dealing with in life is only you, and the world is against you, and all that other weird stuff we tell ourselves when we kids and teenagers. But it's you have to kind of just be honest and truthful with yourself, especially in this position, because you don't know what or who's listening, and what they listening to. So just try to make sure everything that you do is as genuine a representation as possible.
Yeah.
Damn. Well said. Incredibly said. No, Vince, I'm sorry that I took it there, but I really do appreciate you.
It's all good.
It's all good. I want to vibe with you. I want to joke with you because literally, like, Mexicans, we love you. And I saw your 10-year challenge in 2020, and you're like, I've been down with the brown, basically. It was like a quince, or it was like a freaking high school
my
photo.
My sister went to Linwood High School. My sister's older than me, so I was tapped in early.
He was tapped in. It was him and a bunch of Monica, Veronica, like all these Latina names.
That was Yesenia.
Yeah, see? Knew it.
Guadalupe.
Yesenia, Maribel, and who else was that? That was at a Lakewood and Poly football game.
Damn.
2008, I think.
Strong ass.
How good is your Spanish? Like, can you order with the elotero?
Not at all.
No. What
But
do you say?
when I go to the homie house, when I go to the homie Nestor house and his parents is there,
Nestor,
they not speaking no English to you. You feel me? Like, you got to know what's going on in here. But I knew a little bit when I was younger, but now that I'm older, man, I don't got nothing.
Do they
My
call you
sister
Vicente?
Good, though. Yeah, man.
Vincent, Vicente.
Yeah. Everybody call me the same thing. I need some new names. You got the name from when you 8 years old still.
Yeah.
What's your name?
I ain't telling you. I ain't saying it on the internet. Well, I'll tell y'all later. They not finna be walking up to me like they know me.
That's friends and family, right?
Yeah,
because your family got a nickname too.
Bro, we gonna talk.
It's deep. All right.
We gonna talk.
Look,
they disrespect me though.
They are.
Yeah.
See,
It's like,
bro, you teasing, bro.
It's like I'm grown. Like, we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about
Talk
it.
about it.
I know y'all. I don't know them. With the
Yeah.
camera, I don't know y'all. So don't walk up to me like we friends. I don't know y'all.
Nah. Fair enough. There was this tweet that went out this week. I think it said, "Who's somebody who has a case of being a GOAT, but almost never gets, mentioned."
Mm-hmm.
And my shit to that was like Snoop.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, God damn. Like, we talking about longevity, and he's definitely the most recognizable rapper of all time. But I feel like you might have a different side to him just because, like, the same roots, like the same upbringing. Like, what does Snoop mean to you in that essence as just like what he meant to the city?
I mean, I don't know, bro. It's like this, right? Snoop Dogg is he been so big my entire life that it goes without being said. Like, I don't know. I can't think of nobody else you can compare it to.
Yeah.
It's like
Superhero like almost.
Yeah, it's like if somebody say, "Oh man, Jesus," like, "Oh, I know who that is."
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
cousin.
Everybody knows Snoop Dogg. So it's like, I feel like it's not that he's underrated. It's just that he's transcended music, and he passed just like being a rapper or a musician or artist. He's just like a person. Like, Snoop is just like something that's synonymous to like American culture. It's like Marilyn Monroe or something like that. He's somebody who just like has surpassed, because Marilyn Monroe is an actress, but you don't think about that. It's just her name.
Yeah.
So Snoop has kind of surpassed all this, and he's just like a figure. He's like an entity almost. So it's like, I don't even look at people not saying his name as them disrespecting him. It's just like he's way past that point now. It's like Will Smith. Like, we say Will Smith now, you don't think about him being a rapper. He's the first rapper to win a Grammy, but it don't matter. He's just Will Smith now.
Transcended that.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
You have to be smart to be a friend, huh?
Nah, I got a bunch of friends that's not the brightest. Yeah, I love all my stupid homies, man. Love y'all to death. They keep it fun, man.
I feel like, oh my God, like, Vince, I feel like you're always teaching, and you're always like, hey, let's talk about, like, literally how can we end world hunger, man? I got some ideas.
Yeah. Man, nah, not at all, man.
I see what you
Jen,
do,
I be
though.
talking like that. You ever heard me try to end world hunger?
No?
I be talking like chicken, like hot wings. Hot wings and like French fries and like.
I see what you do. I figured you out.
What I do?
5 years later, I figured it out. So what you do is you make a joke, right? And then you hit him with the knowledge.
See, I don't be joking though.
I'm shot,
bro,
man.
I promise
you. Say with $500 you go to Arizona. That shit was the funniest joke I've ever heard in my
I'm
life.
dead serious.
Why
It's the truth.
I'm dead serious, bro. At that point, high points is like $150, $200. I was like, I can get 2 high points. I can bring it to the city center for like $700, $800.
Okay.
Now I'm up. Now I got $1,600.
Look,
My mama rent is
that's a flip.
$950. So I with that, you know what I mean? And no children should not do illegal stuff.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I was literally there, 500. I'm 15, 16, bro. I was like, that's a lot of money. It wasn't, but in my head, I'm like, man, you get 500 for doing nothing.
Facts.
Mm-hmm. But you do drop gems, and you gotta give yourself credit for that, man.
Hey, man, look, I be trying, you know what I mean? I be trying to just tell the truth, man. Sometimes I say something that makes no sense.
Yeah.
And I be looking at like, what was I talking about? But you know, sometimes I get some good ones.
Before we leave, you do say some shit. You are like a gift card connoisseur.
Ooh.
Like, this is your shit. You love gift cards.
Look, man, I just don't like gifts. So, like, I'll take a gift card.
Thanks.
So what we're gonna do? Because at the next show, I want you to get. You know how people say I want to give you your flowers. I want you to get gift cards, dog. So
you.
come on. So what's we gonna do? What is the ideal gift card for Vince, man?
Hey, look,
Come
man.
on, man.
The Visa one
The Visa
next to the
one always
checkout.
work.
Give me $20, 25,
Okay.
15, 10.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't need nothing too crazy.
I'm gonna give you know when Target gives you like that extra $5 one if you spend 50.
Wow,
I'll
I
give
never
you the
spend
5.
them. I never spend them.
Really?
And I be
Yeah.
hot.
Cause you have them.
I got
on
all
you.
of them.
Yeah.
But it's like one day I'm going to just try to go in there and just like, get all of them, buy like a vacuum or something. But
All right. So what about food restaurant? You got now what restaurant? So you want the Visa?
nah, see, none of the restaurants I like to go to take gift cards.
Okay.
They either got bulletproof.
Okay, Rich.
Shut
Or
the
like-
fuck up.
Nah, bro, go to La Revanche and try to pay with a gift card. See what happens.
They'll look at you
What type
crazy.
of food is that?
Don't, man, you don't be in the city, man. Look,
What
look,
is
man,
it?
Don't,
I'm
come on,
just
stop
not
it.
rich.
La Revanche like $4.
Yeah.
Oh,
But-
okay.
La
Look, man.
Revancha. It's like
Oh, La Revancha.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. You
come
can
on.
speak English.
Yeah, you
For
right.
Spanish.
Yeah, no, you
Come
right.
on.
You right. You
Restaurant.
right. All I'm saying, man, look, man, go learn something. I got you. Just look
Really?
it up. Take the whole family.
Shout out to you, Vince.
I'm trying to let you know. Come on, man. The
Come
kids
on.
need carne. Like you said, it's 3. Man, come on, man. The
The
kids
kids
need
do,
carne.
but see, my husband, he has like this opulence lifestyle. He work with Nip, so he loves going to like Catch or like Nushrit in Beverly Hills. I'm like,
Wow.
he's rich, I'm poor. Like I'm still trying to go to like King Taco and go to El Tapatillo, those types of taco
King Taco,
places.
okay though.
I
Like,
know,
Talk
but
your
look,
shit.
look,
Like, it's
look.
okay. Don't
it
do that
gets
to
the job
yourself.
done.
No,
it gets the
it
job
really
done.
don't, though.
he really a LA king
Like
though.
it really don't.
Talk your
Like,
shit.
There's
What's
no
your
reason to go to King Taco.
You don't have to slander it either.
I mean, we can look.
We
We
don't
can
slander
beep. We can
Tams.
beep it. Tam is there. I like Louis Burger.
Oh, okay, I like
Tams is okay. Like Tams is cool. Like for a little charbroiled chicken.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With the salad, with the little but they gotta stop giving you onion rings with your salad. Like it's not the 90s no more, man. That's weird. Like don't put 2 onion rings on top of my salad.
Nostalgia works these days, though.
Yeah, man.
Oh man.
Like,
There
thank
it
you so
is.
much for coming
My
through,
dog, man.
Vince. We're still gonna run you through our mental check with you, okay?
All right, go ahead.
See if you can win a listener $1,000. You're gonna do that with us. But thank you so much for checking in. It's the All New Power Mornings with Letty and Teddy.